Hey, welcome to I Really Fish. I'm Fisherman Doug, and this is our very first video from my trip on April 29th with Newport Landing. I went on the Thunderbird. We were supposed to be catching a little bit of yellowtail, chasing yellowtail, and maybe some bluefin, but I guess a storm decided to roll in, and so this is our second stop. It was a 7.5-hour trip to San Clemente Island somehow. We did stop for bait. We picked up sardines from the bait barge in Newport, and then we went to Catalina and picked up some live squid. So the second stop here, the captain recommended dropper loop, so I dropped it down, and I'm just sitting there waiting for something. Nobody's getting a bite. There's 30 guys.
There we go.
There it is. I get the first fish of the trip on our second stop here. And it's a beautiful whitefish. So it's my first time using the Torque 30. I was really hoping to catch a yellowtail. I go ahead and walk behind everybody and make my way over to my bag, which is on the other side of the back of the boat, on the stern. There's the deckhand. He acts like he didn't see me. I was a little disappointed that pretty much the whole trip is a 22-hour trip, and these deckhands were just not helpful at all. I struggled with it for a little while. That hook right there is I believe that's a 1/0 hook. And like I said, it's just a dropper loop. I think we were in 50 feet of water at this point. I had a 4-ounce weight on there. I think I dropped a live squid on this one. As you can see, the boat's already moving. This spot was not very good, not very productive. I was the only one who caught a fish, as far as I know, on this second stop. First stop, nobody caught anything.
There we go.
And I go ahead and give this fish away.
Oh yeah, I'll eat it.
You want it?
Yeah.
Take it. Yeah, go for it.
No. You know what the limit is on these?
10. Is it 10?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No respect, you're a fish. I'll eat them all, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that was it for that spot. I think only 1 or 2 fish got pulled up. Now here we are at a deeper spot that took us a little while to get to, but cranking it up. And I gotta say, this reel is so much easier to crank fish up with than other reels I've used. It's just got power. And it really comes in handy when you've got 300 feet of water to crank up.
There's a redfish. Good one.
What did we catch? A double.
Here it is, double speckle.
I don't know why those speckles are more tasty than the rest.
Tastes a little better, huh?
Oh, yeah. Who got those?
That's me.
Just went to the back. You can leave them there. I'll grab them for you.
Yeah?
Yeah. What's your number?
23.
Okay.
My shirt went over the GoPro right here, but
Oh, Rico.
if I don't sound so appreciative,
Thank you.
I was a little disappointed, but relieved at the same time. We're all tired. This is 12 hours into the trip, and these are probably the 6th or 7th fish that I caught. Going for rockfish instead of yellowtail. And this is the first time anyone from the entire crew happened to help me, or tried to help me. And it was the captain. So I'm glad that at least somebody did, but I was a little frustrated at that point. So at this point, I went ahead and caught me another nice red snapper. I think I had 4 in my bag at the time. And yeah, the captain was back to doing captain-y things, but the rest of the deckhands, I don't know where they were. So I grabbed this one and I brought them back. These are like the perfect size for eating. So I was pretty happy, you know, at least to get something nice to eat. Here, check it out. Isn't that a beautiful fish? Look at that. His eyes popped out a little bit. I mean, pulled him up from pretty deep, pretty quick, but expect that to happen.
Nice.
And this spot was a little more productive. Everybody was catching fish. I think on this trip we ended up with over 500 fish, but most of them came from the stop after this where we were just catching whitefish like crazy.
Catching some red?
Yeah,
Cool, man.
got a couple. Tiring.
Oh, that was nice. Look at the big swell. The whole boat just filled. That was out quick.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Happy with the gear that I brought.
Now we're moving to another spot. It's just a good time for me to take a break, enjoy the view, and try to just take it all in. Alright, we're at the next spot. I'm double fisting here. I got a live squid for the bottom hook, doing a double hook setup, and I've got the sardine throwing off the dead squid for the top. And just seeing if maybe we can get lucky and catch a yellowtail here, but
There you go.
you know, everybody was pulling up whitefish at this point. Hooked into something here, but I'm not sure what it is. Doesn't feel too heavy. And another whitefish. It's actually kind of a small one on the live squid. I'm sure everybody and anybody watching this knows this, but bring a rag with you. You can get them like 2 or 3 for $1 at the dollar store. It really comes in handy to wipe your hands off, especially after handling all this live bait and fish like that. It's just nice to have clean hands and not get your pole all slimed up. So this is, I believe this is the last stop of the day. I switched to a bait caster, and I was just using a small 4-ounce jig. I attached some red rooster tails to the end, and then I think we're at 40 feet of water, not too far from the shore. You can see the land right there, like in the last clip. And yeah, just seeing if anything's gonna bite. Maybe we got something else going on here. It was a cloudy, overcast day. The weather had just changed this weekend, so you know, fishing changes when the weather changes. And it's just the way it is. But I still wanted to give it a shot, you know. Captain was saying a couple of yellowtail had showed up on the radar, maybe, and just giving it a shot. So we just drop it all the way down here, and then I just started cranking it up. And this is a Cast King bait caster. I think it's 300 size. And it just really cranks up.
Got a minnow.
Can anybody tell me what kind of mackerel this is? I forget. But I end up catching 2 of these in the next couple minutes, so that was cool. Could have used them for bait. But pretty demoralized at this point. I think everybody was. You know, the trip's almost over. We caught a lot of actually, some people were really excited about catching whitefish and rockfish, and you know, that's, everybody's got their own thing. Just for me, that's not really what I like. I want to go after the pelagics more than anything. And you know, I know it's still early in the season, and so I didn't have super high expectations, but the reports were saying some were coming in, so my hopes were up a little bit, just a little bit. But with that major weather change, it cooled off. Overcast, cloudy, changing the barometric pressures. You know, you don't know what's going to happen.
Slightly larger minnow.
On our way back, we had a surprise visit from a pod of dolphins, and probably because they were interested in all the scraps of the fish that were being thrown off or something. I don't know. Maybe there was a school of mackerel following us, but they approached the boat like that. Just look at that. Isn't that awesome? I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and taking the time to watch this video. If you made it this far, please hit the subscribe button. This is the first of many, and the videos will get better and better.